Hey all, fresh off the presses, most people's student loan payments are going to be paused for the month of July. So we just heard this. Most people, July 1 to July 31st, most people are not going to have to make a student loan payment if you're enrolled in some sort of income-driven repayment plan, especially if you're in the SAVE plan. And the reason the administration is giving is because they need extra time to calculate what borrowers' payments should be under the SAVE plan. So for folks that don't know, there's a contractor for the Department of Education called Accenture Federal Services, and they're in charge of calculating the payment for the SAVE plan. And my guess is they can't do it. My guess is they literally do not know how to read the NSLDS files to calculate a weighted average of between 5 and 10% of borrowers, combinations of graduate and undergraduate loans. And if you can't come up with a monthly payment the borrowers are supposed to pay, how can you calculate it? The old plan was pretty straightforward, right? 10%, just 10% of a borrower's discretionary income. You've got to give people a certain amount that they get to earn first before you take that 10%, but it's 10%. It's just a number, right? 0.1, that's all you do. But this new formula, you got to do it based off of undergrad and graduate debt combined, and that's complicated. If you look at a lot of people's loan balances too, they've been consolidated multiple times in some cases. And so, this is a very complicated thing that they're being asked to do. And this is also coming in the face of two major lawsuits trying to block the SAVE plan. One is led by, a coalition of states. The remaining states are Texas, South Carolina, Alaska, that are trying to block the SAVE plan because their loans that they issued that are guaranteed by the government, they were losing interest income on those because of the SAVE plan is their argument. And the other case is being brought by Missouri on behalf of Mohila, saying that they're losing borrowers because the SAVE plan is forgiving people faster than 20 years that Congress intended. So what the good news is, during this July administrative forbearance, if you get notified that you're in it, you're going to get 1 month of paused payments, you're going to get 0% interest during the month of July, and it's going to count for income-driven repayment and PSLF, which is great. The bad news is that the SAVE plan's in peril because I think that they pushed as hard as they thought they could push on the SAVE plan, and for a while it looked like that it was going to be the law of the land. It looked like SAVE plan's going to stick around forever. It's not gone yet, but it's certainly in a lot more jeopardy than it's ever been. And the reason being is just because these official SAVE plan regulations going into place July 1, and there's a kind of a hard deadline here to find out whether or not there's going to be an injunction that's going to stop the SAVE plan for new signups while they go ahead and litigate the case. So we'll see what happens, but this is really a big deal, and it's at least the part about the administrative forbearance is a positive development for borrowers because you won't have to worry about not making a payment causing you to not be getting a month of forgiveness credit. So if you have any questions about the SAVE plan lawsuits, if you have questions about the July forbearance, just let us know, put it in the comments, and thanks for following Student Loan Planner.